So I decided to beat Super Mario World without grabbing a single coin, and it was harder than you'd think. Most coins were easy enough to avoid as long as you paid attention, but there were several moments along the way that cranked the difficulty up. For level 1, I simply ran forward. As long as I didn't jump at the wrong spot, it was easy enough not to grab any coins. We get to the end, we have to move this Chuck out of the way because if he's on the screen when we grab the tape, he'll turn into a coin. Oh, and if you don't grab the gold tape, it also turns into a coin. So if you're not paying attention, that's a reset. Level 2 raised the difficulty with some tight jumps, like having to duck jump to squeeze under this dragon coin. There's also this block bridge section where it's easy to scroll the camera too much to the right and throw off the cycle. I messed it up, but manually scrolled the camera to the left to despawn the next block and reset the cycle. And after that, there's just a few more jumps, and we grab the tape and finish level 2. Level 3 ended up being one of the easier levels, outside of me dropping the scuba on myself. But the coins are pretty out of the way, so we basically just run through and grab the tape. The first castle was almost one of the easier levels. The first section had no coins that were hard to dodge, so you could climb your way to glory. It wasn't until the second section that had one spot where you had to do a very tiny jump. It's very easy to hold the button slightly too long here and grab one of these coins, ending the run. After that, we get to the door, and then bada bing, bada boom, one cycle the boss because we're super cool. Mario then blows up the castle to ensure he's never tempted by gold again. The first level of Donut Plains is where they introduce the cape ability, so we grab one of those bad boys and take on off. Make sure not to take off too far to the right here, or you'll accidentally jump into these coins. Not that I ever did that. When you're up at the top, you can just fly above the screen and cruise along until you get to the key. Donut Secret 1 was by far the hardest to figure out and the hardest to execute. If you want to use a secret exit, you have to use a P-switch, hit this block, and take the key that comes out to the keyhole. I'm sure you've already seen the issue with this. There's a wall of coins. In order to get the key without grabbing any of the coins, I had to get fancy. Some areas in Super Mario World, but not all, let you carry items between sections. You can go up this pipe, then grab this Koopa and take it with you through the next pipe. When you have the shell, you need to do a very precise swim through these fish, making sure none of the fish rip your shell away. Rip Van Fish, sub to my page. I messed this up in my run more than I'd like to admit. But I did change this pipe color though, so I've got that going for me, which is nice. When you do get a good run, you hit the P-switch, do more swimming, do a precise shell kick off this wall so it bounces and pops out the key, and you're out of Donut Secret 1. I'm coming for you, Mario. Now with the hardest level out of the way, we simply have to not choke for the rest of the run. So we move forward and head into Donut Secret House. The ghost house doesn't even have coins to grab, so we go through it normally and fight the Big Boo. The Big Boo dies, I assume, for at least the second time in his existence. With the ghost house behind us, we move on to Star World. Star World 1 doesn't have any coins to grab either, so we just head to the right of the screen and go straight down to the secret exit. We also used a Speed Strat block clip for the swag. With Star World 2, we have our third level in a row without coins to grab. Although if Baby Yoshi eats one of those fish, it does turn into a coin and ends the run. So we grab the Baby Yoshi and swim over the top of the level where he can't get to any unlucky fish and swim under to the keyhole. Star World 3 doesn't have coins either, but you do need to move in a way that ensures Baby Yoshi doesn't get his mouth on any juicy spinies. Also make sure not to press Y on the ground or else you grab a block and break away your path to P-speed. Star World 4 is another level that we just fly over. So I just fly until I see these spinning platforms and I fall down, grab the key, and we're out. After Star World 4, we finally arrived at Casa de Bowser. I chose door 4 for the first one because I just could fly over the top. And I chose door 8 because it was also easy to fly through. I didn't really plan anything, I just kind of did it. There are no coins in the dark room, so we go through it normally and arrive at Bowser. Bowser is fortunately super broke because of poor planning. No lights in the third room of his castle, so we don't need to worry about any coins here either. We hit him with Mecha Koopas, save the princess, and there you have it. Super Mario World beaten without grabbing a single coin. Thanks for watching.